this morning we have the TLYard heads-up display for Tesla Model 3 and Model Y. This is a aftermarket accessory that, using the OBD port of the Tesla, can read information like speed and display it in a little display that goes sort of in the vent right underneath the windshield, right above the steering wheel. This addresses one of the concerns that a lot of people have when they first move to a Tesla, which is that there's no information that's right in front of you as you're driving. You have to look over to the side to see speed and if you're in park or drive or reverse and everything else on the tablet that's in the middle of the car. So you do get used to it, but for a lot of people who are used to having information more glancingly right in front of them, this helps solve that. And I think it's also a good safety item too, because even if you are used to glancing over the side, with this you don't have to take your eyes off the road as much to see how fast you're going. So we are going to give this a shot, get it opened up, put it in the car. I am honestly a little nervous about putting it in. I've never done anything that involves taking panels off of the inside of the car or messing with any of the electric ports and stuff. But it's promised to be very easy, so if I can do it, anyone can, and we'll see how it actually ends up being. Alright, so you can see, I get it open here. So we have this wire, which is what actually connects to the OBD port in the Tesla, and can read information like the speed and what direction you're going, state of charge, turn signal indications, and then display it on the port. So that's going to go connected to the port in the back, which is in the center console at the back seat. And the nice thing is it's got the connector, but then it's got kind of the other side of it too, so you can always plug something else in as well. And then here is the actual heads-up display itself. You see it's pretty minimal, but big enough that it can display a bunch of different information. So it can show the remaining state of charge, your speed, what gear you're in, and then turn signal indication lamps. Alright, and it will even show a yellow indication if the battery charge is less than 10%. Alright, and we also get this little pry bar, which we're going to need to take off the panels on both the side next to the steering wheel to put the wire through, as well as in the back to actually connect the wire in. Alright, so we're going to go head out to the car and get this installed. Alright, so first and foremost here, we've got to do the most important thing, which is to power off the car and the OBD port. So we are going to go in safety mode here to power off. So you sure want to power off? Yes, place foot on brake pedal. Alright, so okay, we are now powered off and we should be safe. Okay, so we are going to start here with inserting this into the vent up above the steering wheel. Alright, so get that. And it's kind of molded so that it fits right in there, and it should just kind of, yeah, perfect. Alright, get it nice and centered. Right there. Yeah. Alright, so now we've got that right here, in front of the wheel. And next we're going to get our cable seated. So probably easier to do that outside here. Alright, and we're going to take this panel here off to have a place to thread the cable through. Okay, so first slightly scary step, taking this panel off. So we're going to do it firmly but carefully. There we go. Alright, easy. Now, so I'm going to thread the wire down through here, pull it this way, and tight. Alright, and so now that's in there nice and tight. And you can see, pulled this part up here through there as far as it would go, and then down on the bottom, kind of threaded it through that part. And now we're going to go along the door sill to, you know. So now we're going to take it and basically put it underneath the rubber piece on the door sill so that it stays there and isn't shown. Okay, and so what I'm finding is it's actually easier if you just kind of use your fingers. So I use the little pry tool just to get the first piece off, and now that I have my finger in here, I'm just kind of running it along the bottom and pushing the wire through here, and it's going pretty easy. Okay, so now I got to the bottom here, and I'm going to go into the back seat. And so, okay, well, first we've got the cable here. Alright, a little bit easier angle here. Alright, so first of all, you can see the 3D mats, both the seats and the mat, despite being absolutely disgusting, are holding up quite well to the perils of our children being in here. So quite happy with those. Link in description, as well as all of the other accessories that I've got in here, including these back of the seat covers that are preventing them from getting destroyed from feet, and everything I've got in the front for storage as well. Alright, so I think what we're going to do next is actually take off the console, the cover where the OBD port is going to be, which is in the middle here. Alright, and so we're just going to take this, it's basically this bottom panel off of the center console here. And I'm going to be super careful doing this because it's all plastic, and I am a little bit nervous about this, but let's see, how bad could it be? Alright, so I realized I was pulling off the wrong part. It's the very bottom part that you actually want to get here. And what I found the easiest thing to do was kind of go for the corners first and try to get them sort of pried off first. And get that back on. Okay. And so yeah, then it kind of finished off here a little bit. I think I still have maybe the bottom part. So I don't want to just pull on it. There we go. Okay, so yeah, so you've basically got these little metal-y clips that are what hold it in, as well as these plastic ones up on the top that line it up. So yeah, so doing kind of a corner and then going around the side and bottom was the easiest way to do it. And so now you can see down in here we've got these, there's the port, this blue part, and so I am just going to disconnect that. So there's this little pushy part over here that you pull out, and now we've got this. So our cable now is gonna go blue part to white part. And I guess this goes back in here. I'm not sure if we need this part, but let's do it anyway. Alright, clicky clicky, and now that kind of rests there. And now we have this part of the cable, which is going to connect to the other part that we ran through the seats. Just clips in like that. Make sure it's nice, good. And then let me get the cover back on, and then I'm just going to tuck this wire away a little bit. And so I should have kept better track of which way this clips in here. Oops. I think it must be this way. So I'm going to kind of do that wire over there. And alright, good. That went back on pretty easily. Seems good. And now I'm going to do the wire like this so we're not looking at it. And we're just gonna tuck it away under our floor mat. Now what I really love about these floor mats, these are the 3D mats, floor mats, is underneath they have the spider weave technology, which seems like Velcro, but it's not like rippy and pulley like Velcro. So basically it holds it steady against the actual floor carpet of the car, but without wearing it at all, which is really nice. So it stays nice and put, doesn't move around at all, which is quite great. So now that I've got the cable like tucked under there, first of all, you can't even see it, which is awesome. And second of all, I know that it's not going to go anywhere because of the seats, the mats. All right, so it looks good. Now, last step, let's just power the car back on and make sure it's actually working. All right, so we have to put this port back on first too. Sorry about that. So, should be pretty simple. Looks like it just clips back in, get it lined up, and boom, easy. Oh, that's cool. All right, how cool is that? So, you can see kind of right here, POV view. So it's showing a 66 or 67% in that we're in park. Now if I shift, drive, if I turn signal, shows the turn signal, and if I do hazard lights, shows both of them, so we know they're both working. Well, that's very, very cool. I like that a lot. Yeah, and then you can see, like, so I'm here and driving, right? So, you know, normally you've got the speed and everything over here, just out of the corner of your eye. It's not a big deal, and you get used to it, but I like having this there. It's right, you know, right forward of the wheel, and right kind of in your line of sight as you're driving. That's really nice. I like that a lot. Well done. I would definitely recommend this. And the installation was quite easy. You know, hopefully this helps with it, having kind of a visual guide to it, but really that wasn't bad at all. And I was worried about, you know, both taking off some of those two panels as well as messing with the electronics, but that really made it very easy, and, you know, I'm probably willing to take on a slightly bigger project now too. All right, so that was quite good. I'll have the link for this down in the description in case you're interested in picking one up yourself also. And we're going to give this a shot with a little bit of a day trip later and do some fall activities to really put it through its paces and see how it works. All right, stick with me. All right, so I forgot to show before, really upsetting bit of bad news with the car, and something I have to get taken care of. Well, first of all, it's just disgusting from our road trip and needs to get washed very soon. But second of all, you'll notice our license plate is missing. And if you come down here, you see we have actually cracked and bent our intake here on the front of the car, and the bumper is thus not fitting on, and the under bumper diffuser here is actually disconnected now in two places, and I can't get it back flush. So what happened was we were driving to the airport early morning, dark out. I had autopilot on, and there was a box on the road that I didn't see until very late, and since I had autopilot on, I went to try to veer to miss it, but because it was locked in, there was sort of that extra second or so of autopilot like fighting me before it realized that I was trying to take control, and that meant that we stayed there and basically hit it dead on. So definitely a little bit of a delayed reaction, also just because I had autopilot on and I wasn't really paying as much attention on the driving, or I shouldn't say not paying attention, but like I wasn't as immediately reactionary as I would have been without it on. So definitely something to keep in mind when you're driving with autopilot, and one of the reasons that I think it needs to get quite a bit better before we can consider it safe enough for a full autonomous driving solution. But yeah, so pretty upsetting that happened. I am going in to get an estimate in a couple of weeks. It's fine to drive around on right now. It's really not even super noticeable for anyone other than me, but upsetting on a pretty brand new car, and definitely looking forward to getting it taken care of so that it's back to being the perfect car that it was before. Alright, well that's looking a little bit better now. I just hit the front with some of my Griot's Speed Shine, not a sponsor, though if anybody from Griot's is watching, would love to partner up on something. I think I've had this bottle for about 10 years now, and I just use it every once in a while when things are getting really nasty. But need to do an actual car wash still. But I'll also have been waiting to hear from Hydrosilix for quite a while about a partnership, so anyone from there is watching also and would like to work together, please do let me know. Alrighty, so as promised, it is fall festivity time. We are going to Ironbound Cidery, which we really like going to because...
I haven't been there in like a week.
Yeah, it's been a while, yeah, since last fall, yeah. We like it because you get cider, and...
Wait, there's kids cider day!
Maybe. And also, what are people doing? Also,
Got baseball.
it's like a kind of farmy, so there's,
Cows?
there
Yeah,
are, no, not
there's
cows.
chickens.
There's chickens, yeah, and goats. Were there goats? I don't know.
There's goats.
Anyway, animals. So, not as exciting as apple picking or pumpkin picking or anything like that, but at least we'll get outside and enjoy some foliage. It's apparently at peak right now in New Jersey.
Is it?
Oh, yes.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
What's that?
Peak? Peak is like when the leaves are the most nice. Arlo, please don't pick me. So somebody was kind enough to vacuum out the car, and it looks so much better now.
Who was it?
It was Mommy. And it doesn't look like it has 7,100 miles on it now.
Yeah. I already dropped his Cheerios.
Oh, great.
I mean, crackers.
Yep, there's already Cheerios all over the floor. There, it was nice and clean, and now Cheerios again. Whatever. Alright, well, it needs a wash too, because it's feeling pretty raggedy right now.
It needs deeper cleaning.
And we also need to get our front fixed, which, looking closer again now, I'm a little bit worried that we're going to need bumper replacement. So, we'll find out. Next stop, Ironbound. Oh, and the... Show it when I stop.
Supercharged.
The heads-up display is looking great. So once you start driving, it just shows the speed that you're going, which is nice. So here, looks like this. Where is it? now it's showing state of charge because we're stopped. Yes, it's the afternoon, but yes, it's the schoolhouse, yeah. So now we got speedometer. That's pretty cool. I like this thing. What you got there, bud?
Donut.
What kind of donut?
A cider donut.
Is it good? Arlo, is it yummy? Axel, is it yummy? Guys, don't stop talking until the second I'm asking you a question on video. Is it good, guys? Yeah? Can I have a bite?
No.
I can't have a little taste? Rude. We got tunes going, got our cider, cornhole is stopped, and there's even some fires going, so we got a nice smoky vibe. We got chickens and sheep on the hill.
I see two black ones. Oh no, one's coming to us. Remember one of the chickens flew over the fence? Oh my. Oh.
What?
You're the most precious thing I ever seen.
I got water pop, Daddy.
You sure do, bud.
I got water
That was something you gotta watch out though for all of
they
the.
have a fried calamari. Do you have one fried calamari?
If you come here, dear, I'm surprised they let you in. Because if you come here, you need to have a shacket, a flannel shacket, and a felt hat. It is required.
That's weird, Daddy.
It is weird. It is weird, Anders. I agree with you. Is this, do my eyes deceive me, or is this Model S like forest green?
It
No,
does.
it's black.
It's not black.
Look, why is that
hard to
saying
tell.
Like a slate.
danger, no
Slate?
something from a gas?
Yeah. I like that. I think we should do Model... No, I meant to say we're going to do Model X next.
Mommy's Pizza Hut.
Model X? We're gonna get a Tesla Model X?
Yeah, for Mommy's
If we
X.
can afford it after Daddy wrecked this car.
Well, that's because it was still going to be like another 5 years before we get our Rivian. And I looked up our model, or no, what's it called? Mach-E today, and it still says that there's no tracking available.
Anders, but
I'm pretty sure that something is messed up with that.
pepperoni or did you want buffalo?
Alright, very fun time at Ironbound Cidery. Always a good time.
Alright, we have one drunken grandma, we have one chicken parm, and we have a fried calamari.
Always a good time at Ironbound. We have been there a bunch of times apparently.
And every
the
time
children,
we've gone, it's different.
yeah, the setup is always different. The children have reminded us of how many times we've been there.
But this was only our 4th time, I feel like. 4th, 5th, 6th.
No, it's more. I think it's definitely more. Alright, well, I feel like every time it's definitely very different there. But
I think the last time we were there was for like Mother's Day, like 2021 or 2020.
yeah, I remember picking the tulips. Yeah, but it's a good spot. Like it's convenient to Pennsylvania, and but they I feel like there's more animals every time too.
That's because
had all these pigs before.
you have energy to wander.
We're gonna. So, what do we do for booing?
Give me your hand.
We're gonna do some booing later.
I forgot what we do for booing.
I'll tell you later.
All right,
I'll tell you in a minute. But one second, Mommy.
Make sure to do some booing.
Give me a napkin.
And we are picking up some pizza. Their menu there looked pretty good, but a little bit. It's become a little fancier now. I'd say more farm to table
Ish.
to farm.
Oh, Mommy's 10% beer.
Anyway, we decided not to do that. I'm not sure why.
Too spooky.
Oh, too spooky. I would have done
There
that.
was nothing.
Oh, there was nothing. Yeah, for the kids it was a little bit too much. Anyway, so we're gonna go pick up some pizza and have a good night. I'm gonna put Arlo to bed while Mommy takes the boys around on a boo trip. And I think I might put the GoPro in the car for that because I feel like that's something I need to experience.
Yes. We have to go with the car.
Yeah. Okay.
Or we could take our bikes.
You take your bikes. You take your bikes around. Okay. Yeah, I mean that's not a bad idea.
I need a credit card. Can I have a credit card?
So because we live in the suburbs now, let me explain what booing is. This is a new thing to me. So.
You don't know what booing is? I would have thought you would have known what booing is.
No. Despite growing up in.
Bumble.
There are a lot of things to do in the Poconos. There's no bumbling. There's certainly not the other thing.
I'm Daddy's bud.
Yeah. Your daddy's bud?
Yeah.
Oh, this
All
expired.
3 of you.
Did you know this card expired?
Did it? Oh. Rummies. All 3 of you are daddy's bud. And Mommy is daddy's biggest bud. And Hershey's actually daddy's bud. But anyway, so booing apparently is this thing where when you live in suburbs that are high pressure as a parent.
High pressure.
Everything is high. Are you kidding me? You don't think everything about where we live is high pressure as a parent? You know what suburbs are, Anders? You told me.
It's suburb. It's when you live in a suburban neighborhood. The shortcut part is suburbs.
Yeah, and so you have to go around and put like. It's like before Halloween, you give out treats to people by going to their house and dropping it off like in a bag, and you ring the doorbell and then run away. And so we've had 2 boos already this year. How many last year? 2?
Only one.
Just one last year?
No, 2.
We weren't very popular last year.
We had Annie and Ayla.
That's this year. And so you're not supposed to know who does it, but we have a ring cam, so we do.
And also our friends are very bad at
yeah. So now we've got to go do that, and I guess also go establish it with other people. So anyway, the Tesla is perfect for booing because it drives so quietly and you can be so sneaky.
That's allowed, but you could boo someone and someone else boos you. It's allowed. It was chilly there.
Indeed, it was very folly. But I like the fire. Huh?
I like the ambiance there.
The ambiance, the band slapped. I've been informed that saying something slaps is a very elder millennial thing to do. So.
I didn't even know Slaps was up.
Oh, nothing slap. So the band slapped. No, but they were great. Yeah, it was a very typical fall day. It was
No sun.
freezing this morning. Yeah, and then we got there and it was no sun. But then I was hot in my vest. And then it started raining a little bit, and it was freezing. And then Arlo and I were dancing up a storm, so we warmed up. And now we're back to being cool. This kid is a disaster.
Car from Connecticut.
Alright, time for some Taylor Swift. Why is no one talking about how good it is? Why are they not talking about it? Alright, we just switched to dark mode, which means that it is officially nighttime, and our heads-up display is doing great. I appreciate that it has a brightness sensor in it so that it knows that it's dark out, and it is turned down the brightness a bit so that it's not blinding me there. But it is quite nice to have that there right above the steering wheel, so I know exactly. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, this is the new one, yeah.
That's why they're busy. That's why they.
No, I didn't order from them. No, they never responded to me.
Oh,
No, the one I ordered from is like down by Trenton.
What? We're not going down to Trenton and get a car?
Well, that's yes, we are actually.
Why?
Because that's who actually responded and like took care of things. Yes, fire truck up here. So anyway, heads-up display is doing fantastic, and I'm very happy with it. I even got my turning indicator in there. So highly recommend it if you're interested in one. The link is in the description. Make sure to use my link to save yourself a little bit and to support the channel.
All right, it's Mommy Lund here, reporting live. Who do we have in the back seat? Who's in the back?
The two of us.
The two of us. Who?
Wait, why do you have Daddy's camera?
Because he wants this recorded. Who's the two of us?
Axel
and Anders. We are off on our first boo venture. Haha, see what I did there? We are off to boo some of our friends. We are going to do some casual drive-bys. And we'll see how this works. This is our first time. I'm a little nervous for all of us. But I think it's super dork. And my kids are not known for their tact. So this should be good. All right? All right. We'll catch you when it's time for the next one.
Afraid of the door.
Are you afraid of the dark? We can't even see us. It's so dark. All right, guys, what do we do? When we get to the house, we get out.
Run. Ring the doorbell.
Leave the bag.
And then
run.
Run away.
Yes. And we just be very careful that we don't fall on our faces, okay? Okay? All right. I'm not sure how Daddy thought this recording thing was going to work because it's like pitch dark. But, okay. Whatever. Okay, I didn't record that first one, but that was our first boo. How'd it go, Axel?
It go good. They did not see me. Next, Anders.
Next, Anders. All right. All right, ready, Anders? I don't think they're home, bud.
With that, we are almost home, and I hope you enjoyed a little glimpse into our day. Yeah. Fire truck's up here. Coming soon. Yeah, coming to Apple Music and Spotify soon.
Anyone who wants to let us retire early.
No. Alright, with that, if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a like. Helps support the channel quite a bit. And if you like this kind of content, or even if you don't, let me know below. Please do subscribe.
If you don't, just be nice about it. Like, be a human about it.
Yeah, that is true.
Like,
Please
don't be a jerk.
Yeah.
Like, you don't, like...
I don't need to know about your
aversion
issues.
to 3-year-olds, like, or 2.5-year-olds.
Yeah, we know. They're an
annoying.
acquired taste. Yeah, we understand it. Trust me.
But you don't have
Trust
to
me, we've
share-
spent more time with them than you have, and we understand.
And they're ours.
And they're also the best.
So
And
keep
also
your
sometimes not.
opinions- Keep your opinions to yourself. If you got nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Oops, sorry, I hit the button. Great advice from a mom. If you got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all.
And if you do, keep in mind that Mama Bear has got a nasty bite. Nasty bite.
All right.
You're lucky that he owns the channel.
Yeah. Make sure to subscribe. A lot more stuff to come soon. And that's how you know I've lost my mind, because I've started singing when I'm talking. Everyone's gonna have some good videos coming soon.
Fire truck up here.
Seriously, Dad.
Seriously, Daddy.
Seriously, Daddy. All right. With that, thanks so much for watching. We will catch you in the next one. Good night.
Wedding.